Welcome back. You are still live with Expresso, and I've been pumping it up all morning because it's massive on the sporting calendar. The highly anticipated Golden Gloves event takes place at Empress Palace this coming weekend, with the main event set to be the highlight of the evening, possibly the year for boxing fans. The main bout is between South African superstar Kevin Lerena and Bogdan Dinu for the vacant WBA Continental Heavyweight title, which is a step up for Kev. It'll be the first time that Lerena actually competes as a heavyweight, having previously, of course, been an IBO cruiserweight champion. And with us to chat about the fight and what sounds like an amazing lineup and just the joy of having fans back at ringside is South African boxing legend Brian Mitchell. Brian, a very good morning. How are you, sir?
Thanks, Graham. Good to you as well. That's the WBA Intercontinental Heavyweight title fight. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's brilliant. I'm very good, thanks. How are you, Graham?
I'm great, man. All the better for having fans back in sporting stadiums. I know you guys have had to toil hard over the last couple of years. How excited are you about having an event, first of all, having a title like this on the line and having fans back?
Graham. Yeah, very, very excited. You know, obviously the 2 years was such a major setback for the whole world and for everybody. And I'm obviously talking for professional boxers and for our industry. I mean, it set us back. I mean, can you imagine a guy that's 25 years old in the peak of his career and he's got to sit for 2 years without fighting? And that's what happened to guys like Kevin Lerena and every professional boxer out there. Tough one for all of us to accept the lockdown, but we are very, very excited that it's back. And Rodney Berman's Golden Gloves outfit is putting on a massive show called Heavyweight Mania at Empress Palace. And as you said, Kevin Lerena fights Bogdan Dinu from Romania. Fantastic tournament on Saturday night. 5 fantastic fights. I can just go through the ball quickly.
Yeah.
We've got guys like Shavante Koopman, who's the IBF All-Africa champion. Shavante Koopman, South African junior middleweight champion. He's fighting a guy called Jamie Webb from Cape Town. That's a great fight. And then our new heavyweight sensation, Jean Roux from Cape Town. He's 6-0, and he fights Joshua Pretorius, defending that South African title, South African heavyweight title, and of course fighting for the vacant ABU title. And then a big one, of course, like you said, Kevin Lerena against Bogdan Dinu for the WBA Intercontinental Heavyweight title. Great. Let's hope Kevin can step up and make it as a heavyweight. We know he was a great cruiserweight.
Well, let's talk Turkey. What does it mean for him? What does he have to do? I mean, he looks like the fire is in the eyes there. He looks like he's in great shape. But when you see him standing next to the towering figure of his opponent, it gets real very quickly that he is stepping up a weight class. What adjustments would he have had to have done? How much time has he had to prepare to step into the heavyweight berth?
Well, Greg, it's a good question, because that's what I asked him yesterday at our pre-fight medical at Empress Palace. Kevin says he's been walking around 104 kilograms for a long time now. He said it was really, really difficult to get to 91 kilograms to be the world champion, the IBO world champion in the cruiserweight division. So he is a big guy. He's not tall for heavyweight standards. He's 6'1", which is not short either.
Yeah.
But a guy like Bogdan Dinu is 6'5", and then you get the Tyson Furies of 6'9". But you know what? It doesn't really matter about height in boxing. You know, you close the gap, and I was shorter than my opponents, and you get inside. I mean, the great Mike Tyson was only 5'11".
Yeah.
So 2 inches shorter than Kevin. And Kevin says he's ready. He says he's been walking around a heavyweight for a long time. And one really good thing that I like about Kevin Lerena, other than everything, is obviously his training methods. He trains very hard. I would say he trains harder than any other heavyweight out there.
Really?
And he's got speed. If he can carry that cruiserweight speed into the heavyweight division, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Yep, and he can drop them bombs. I've still got an image, a YouTube video of him at age 16 destroying a bag. And that for me is just how I see Kev. When the moment comes, he also has that ability to step up, and I'm hoping he's going to be in that mindset. On the flip side of that coin, we've got Bogdan Dinu, the towering figure, as you said, 6'4". Not a huge amount known about him in South African circles. What do we expect from the big man? You mentioned some other tall boxers there, the Tyson Furies of the world. Is he going to crowd him? Is he going to squash him? Is he going to exhaust him? Is he going to use his reach? How do you see this one playing out?
Well, Bogdan Dinu is going to have to use his height and his weight advantage. He weighed in 118 kilograms yesterday. Kevin weighed in 108, so there's a 10 kilogram weight difference. And as you said, he's taller at 6'5". He's going to have to use his height advantage, but it doesn't always work in the fight game. Kevin needs to jump on his man and smother him and close the gap and obviously use speed like Mike Tyson did, as I said. But Kevin's a well-conditioned fighter and I believe he can do it. But talking Bogdan Dino, he's had 23 fights, 20 wins, only lost 3 times against some of the big names like Gerald Miller and Pulov in the world. So he's fought big names, and he's a credible heavyweight. So should Kevin win this fight, which we're hoping he does, for Golden Gloves and for South Africa and for Empress Palace, then we've got a heavyweight superstar in the making. You know, South Africa needs a great heavyweight again. Yeah. We haven't had big, fantastic heavyweights for so long. You would know as a sports fan, Gerry Coetzee was our last big, great. And then you had guys like Corey Sanders, and Francois Botha wasn't too bad. But we haven't had great heavyweights for many years, and we're looking for a heavyweight. We need one.
Yep, well, hopefully this Saturday at Emperor's Palace is where our latest heavyweight sensation puts his gloves up. We cannot wait. Brian, thank you so much for the work that you do behind the scenes, my friend. What you and Rodney and the Golden Gloves fraternity are doing in this very MMA crazy world to keep boxing relevant, to keep the fans loving it, is so special. So thank you so much for being such an impressive servant of the sport. We love you. We appreciate you. Now go and enjoy the boxing lineup from ringside, my friend. It's going to be spectacular.
Graham, thank you very much for allowing us to be on your show. And you're fantastic. It will be live Saturday night. And thank you for the compliment. I'll relay the message to Rodney Berman and the Golden Gloves team. And we look forward to a great tournament on Saturday night.
It is going to be special. Of course, the vacant WBA Continental Heavyweight title up for grabs. Kevin Arena, Bogdan Dino going to be duking it out at Emperor's Palace. We'll keep those details on all of our social media platforms. Go and support one of the future greats in South African boxing. Time now for a little more tech talk.